Good afternoon, students. I welcome you all for the class. Today, in this session, we are going to discuss another topic in the fourth unit. Actually, it is the last topic in the fourth unit, that is A2D and D2A interfacing with 8085 microprocessor. Fine. So, today in this class, we'll be going to look after this. So, you'll be going to have the basic introductory part. You need not go into that much detail regarding this A to D conversions and D to A conversions. Let me say you that this DAC, in the sense digital to analog converter. First, let me give you the abbreviations for this. So DAC, in the sense digital to analog. This D stands for digital to analog converter, and this is analog to digital converter. So DAC and ADC are nothing but digital to analog converter and analog to digital converter. And how these digital converters are interfacing with 8085. Why? Because the 8085 can't convert it directly. So we need some converter in order to convert the digital data into analog and the analog data into digital. And here we also implement the 8255 circuitry, that is programmable peripheral interface, like which is going to act as an IC, which is used to simplify the interfacing of microprocessors and microcontrollers with IO devices. So that is the purpose, purpose of this 8255. So this IC also we used to connect, and how the circuitry will be and what are the features of ADC, analog to digital, digital to analog, everything we'll be going to see in this today's class. So first we'll be going to look after with ADC. So this DAC, digital to analog converter, the chip is this IC is 0808 or 0809 IC. So it is a monolithic digital to analog converter. It is going to take the 8-bit digital data as an input, and it is going to convert that into analog signal and send it as an output. So this is the basic conversion of digital to analog converter. So what do you mean by a digital input? So digital input means zeros and ones, we'll be telling. And analog input, in the sense like analog signal is not a sine signal or something we say. So this analog signal, we call it as an voltage. Fine. These are the digital signals. So digital signals are converted into voltage signals, and vice versa. Voltage signals are converted in digital signals in ADC. So this DAC 0808 is having the high accuracy, and it is utilizing very low power. So the electronic devices like music players, televisions, gaming, etc. use this chip for conversion of audio signals. Fine. So these are the some of the features of this DAC. So here when we are going to have this DAC, why before going to do this, like we need to know why we have to use this DAC. So why, in the sense this DAC, as I have said you, digital to analog converter, is very useful in many of the ways. So why we need the DAC 0808 IC, in the sense like when we take the example of real world. So here most of the data is in the form of analog signals only. Fine. So therefore that analog signal should be converted into digital. We need a device that can perform the digital signals to be converted into analog. So for example, if you take an microphone, so it's take an analog audio. That means the audio based on our pitch, the audio levels are going to be recorded. So this is we are going to given as an input, so which has to be converted into digital signal. When it is converted to digital signal, then only the computer can process it by adding the different effects and removing the noise. So everything will be going to done by this our computer. Suppose if you want to run a speaker, like what to do, we need to convert the digital signal into analog signal. So for this we need DAC 0808, so which are basically to digital to analog converters. So that is the purpose of this DAC 0808 microprocessor chip. So this is the pin diagram of DAC 0808 IC. So this pin is of 16 pin. It is of 16 pin. This DAC, digital to analog converter, is of 16 pin. So here we'll be going to see the purpose of each and every pin. So here the first pin NC is not connected. NC is not connected. So this is the pin which is not connected. Next, G and E is ground pin. When we are going to have any extra voltage, that will be given to ground. Next one is VEE. So this is used for external compensation. So capacitor connection between the, we can say it as the capacitor connections. VE is the capacitor connections. And here the fourth pin we'll be going to have IO. IO in the sense input output terminal for analog signal. So IO in the sense this pin is for input as well as output terminal for analog signals. Here the pin 5 to pin 8. Fine. And here 9 to 12. So here this 5 to 12 pins, the 5 to 12 pins, like we'll be going to have A1 to A8. So A1 is the MSB, most significant bit, and A8 is the LSB, that is the least significant bit. So these are the 8 bits of DAC 0808 input. So here what we'll be going to do with this pins in the sense, here digital data bits, like here we are going to give the input digital data bits, like we need to convert digital data into analog, right? So that digital data bits are given at the pins of A1 to A8. So that is the purpose of this A1 to A8 pins. Next, VCC. VCC in the sense that is the this is the 5 volts power supply which we are going to give to this pin in order to work. And V reference positive and V reference negative. These are the positive voltages and negative voltages. And finally, the 16th pin is of compensation. The 16th pin is of compensation. This compensation pin for ADC, where we connect an external capacitor. Here we are going to connect this external capacitor. So these are the pins that we are going to have in the 0808 DAC. So here the description of all the pins is given below. Here NC is not, no connection, that means this pin is not used. Next one is the ground pin. Ground pin in the sense which is going to give to the ground. VEE in the sense external compensation capacitor. IOUT in the sense input output terminal for analog signals, like this 5 to 12 bits, that means A1 to A8 bits are used to give the digital input. Here we'll be going to give the digital input and we are going to collect the output as an analog signal. VCC is the plus 5 volts power supply, and V reference positive and V reference negative, and compensation. This is the pin where we are going to connect the external capacitor. So that is the how we'll be going to have that DAC converter. Fine. So here we will be covering this interface of DAC with by making use of 8255 with 8085 microprocessor. Fine. So here 8255 is a microprocessor, like it is a one also the one of the chip which we need to connect in between the DAC and 8085 in order to interact with this DAC 8080 and 8085 microprocessor. We need 8255 microprocessor, which we call as a general purpose IO device. This 8255 is a general purpose input output device. Fine. So when we are going to make use of this circuitry, so here what we are going to do is, here we'll be going to have the 8085 microprocessor and 8255 chip, and finally we'll be going to have the ADC DAC converter. So here A8 to A15 bits of this 8085 microprocessor are going to be there, and here we'll be going to have this A1 and A2 pins. Here these pins are directly converted to A1 and A0 pins. Here 5 volts power supply is going to be given. In this port A, we are going to give the analog digital signal to the DAC converter. Here we are going to give the digital signal to the DAC converter, and we are going to collect the analog signal from here. We are going to collect the analog signal from here. This is an op-amp. Op-amp is nothing but operational amplifier. What do you mean by an amplifier? Suppose if the signal is like this, then analog signal will be boosted. So that is the purpose of this operational amplifier. Here we'll be going to have the IO read, IO write, which is used for reading and writing purposes. And here we'll be going to have the reset pin. So reset out and reset pin. So this reset out and reset are connected. Why? Because when the 8085 handovers the data, then this 8255 will be resetting the data, and it is going to handing the data to this DAC 080 microprocessor. Fine. So this is the interfacing. So we can't directly interface the 8085 with the DAC. We need an interface, that is 8255, which is going to act as a general purpose IO device. So this is the digital to analog converter. So when it comes to the analog to digital converter, so it is a 28 pin. So this ADC is a 28 pin. So when it comes to DAC, it is a 16 pin. So this is an 28 pin microprocessor. It has 8 channel multiplexer to interface with the microprocessor. So this chip is widely used as ADC. ADC is a monolithic CMOS device. This device uses successive approximation technique to convert analog signals to digital form. What is the technique it is being using? Successive approximation technique. The main advantage of this chip is it does not require any external zero and full scale adjustment. No external power supply is not needed for this ADC 0808 or 0809. So the features of this ADC is the conversion is very much faster. The accuracy is going to be very much high. So it has a minimal temperature dependence, long-term accuracy and repeatability, and very less power consumption. So this is the pin diagram of ADC 0808. Here in this pin diagram of this ADC 0808, here we'll be going to have input ports in the sense like here this IP 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we totally call it as an input ports na IN0 to IN7. So these are going to be used for providing analog signals. Why? Because it is an A to digital converter, that is analog to digital converter, where we are going to give the analog input in the sense to this pin IN0 to IN7. We can give the analog input. That analog input is going to be converted. And SOC, here SOC is there na, SOC in the sense start of conversion. This EOC in the sense end of conversion, start of conversion and the end of conversion. Here you can see that D0 to D7. So this one D01, D02, D03 over here, D0. I'll change the color of the pen. See here, this third pin D01 D02, D03, and 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are the output collected. So input we are giving analog signals by making use of IN0 and IN7. And here D0 to D7 are the pins where we can collect a digital output. These are the pins where we can collect a digital output. And remaining, what are the V reference negative and V reference positive reference voltage, and negative reference voltage we have to give. And VCC is the plus 5 volts power supply, and the clock is going to be used in order to synchronize. And OE, here it is the OE or read. This we can also call it as an read. OE or read in the sense, OE in the sense output enable. OE in the sense output enable. When this pin is enabled, we are going for reading purposes, or else we can't go for reading. So this is the pin diagram of ADC 0808. And these are the description of pins. As I have said you, the 7 pins are going to give, I mean AD0 to IN0 to IN7 are acting as an input pins, which is going to give the analog signal. 6 start, SOC is the start of conversion, EOC is the end of conversion. Output pins D7 to D0 to D7, where we can collect the digital output. OE is the pin output enable. If it is made high, to get the output on output pins, or else we'll be not going to get the output on the output pins. Next one is the clock, which is going to be synchronizing in the timer. VCC is a plus 5 volts power supply, and V reference is the reference voltage which is positive and which is negative connected to the ground. Address latch enable. Actually, this ALE is used to for differentiating address and data. We are having the combined multiplexer address and data lines, right? In order to demultiplex, this address latch enable is going to be used. And here we are going to have A, B, C. So these A, B, C pins are used to select the channel. Pins are used to select the channel. So based on the pins of ABC, like which channel we are going to select, that is going to be done. So this is also the similar of DAC, but here instead of DAC, we are going to make use of ADC converter. So here this ADC converter, we are going to have 26 pins, 14 on the left side and 14 on the right side. Here, by making use of A, B, C channels, we'll be going to select the particular input channel. We are having IN0 to IN7 input channels. Out of these channels, only one channel is going to be selected by taking the inputs of ABC. Suppose, for example, if ABC in the sense 0, 0, 0 in the sense input channel 1 is selected, 0, 0, 1 in the sense input channel 0, 0, 0 in the sense input channel 0, input channel 1, and 0, 1, 0 in the sense input channel 2, and so on. If input channel 7 we have to select in the sense 111. So based on the values of the channels A, B, C, the respective channel is going to be selected. Here the circuitry is same as 8085. We have to interface with 8255, and then only we'll be going to have the final conversion. So by making use of port A, we are going to collect the data, analog data, and that analog data is going to be converted into digital form. So after digital form conversion, we'll be going to collect the data. So this is how A to D and D to A conversions are going to be done. So this is the pin diagrams that we have seen for ADC and we have seen for DAC. So they'll be going to ask you a small answer regarding a short note on ADC and DAC converters. Why? Because as this is the subject for ECE people, they'll be not going to ask you to draw the architecture of DAC or ADC. They'll be just asking the features and the pin diagrams if they want ask in detail. That's it. Fine. So this is the brief introduction regarding the interfacing of digital to analog converter and analog to digital converter with 8085 microprocessor. answer. And by this we have completed the 4th unit. From the next class we'll be going to start the 5th unit. In the 5th unit we'll be going to see more ICs. That's all for today's class, students. Thank you. Have a great day.